Done? Done with your job. Attendance. First time in my life when I go to an engineering college, attendance is being taken. Right? I don't know. Is it a normal routine here? Is it? I was also teaching in engineering college long back. My first rule is nobody should sit in a class for attendance. Everybody is given free attendance. Number one. If your attendance is low, university makes money, nothing else. Correct? Yes or no? And you are forced to attend here because you have an attendance. If somebody is sitting here just for attendance, your attendance is over, all of you can go. I can also go. Correct? Yes or no? No, sir. Don't call me sir. Sir is a great title. I don't, if Aruna is calling me sir, I will not tell, no problem. She's an old generation, right? You're all young generation. Sir is a title given me. Why are you sitting? Why are you sitting? See, every bench there are two people, and if you are sitting along with them to make your, this is in an order. Everyone too is an order, right? Yes or no? I want a response. Yes. No, sir. Yes. Yes. Only yes. Yes. You made me to speak something else than sir. If anything is not an order, you know what is order in Sanskrit? Kramam. Which is not an order is called a akramam. You understood? So who is sitting not in kramam is an akrami. You know the meaning, right? I was there long back, probably 2009 in one of the engineering colleges here. Everybody was told you will get 3 attendance if you attend seminar. Attendance was over. One girl jumped with her group from the window. There was no grill. Unfortunately, security pulled her back and then put her in the class. And she's going to come. I was tracing her, asking her to come here. And now she is in MIT. Finished her masters from MIT, working in US. Okay? So try to jump. You cannot do it. I also jumped from my classes. Because generally lectures are too boring, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes.
Yeah. But those days you sit peacefully. I don't want anything to stand. No, so I think most teachers are doing policing job than teaching job. I was a police. Actually, I am from police. I am from Rome. I am not a scientist. I am from Rome. You heard Rome, right? We have scientists who work in Rome for intelligence job. And my specialization is your specialization. I am from a signal processing. My subject is image processing. I worked 20 years in image processing. This is your class. You don't require anybody's permission. You are paying to the teachers. Teachers are your servants. I am being paid for my car. Vasavi picked up. From where the money? Tell me. You paid it. So when you pay somebody, I become your servant, right? You are the masters. You heard this anytime from the teachers? You understood? So you are the masters. But if you don't make use of the money which you pay, you are wasting not your money, your parents' money. I was executive director of an engineering college. Governing a college was my job in Kerala. Understood? You are all above 18 years, right?
Yes.
Sure? You are all above 18 years. But do you know that you have no right which you have outside the college, inside the college?
Yeah.
I am a law graduate from Usmania. Better, you want to go? Go. Don't worry. Don't ask permissions. You just go. That's it. I am a Usmania University graduate in law. Even if you are 18 years, when you come to the class, you have no right of a senior citizen. The citizenship goes off because you are a student. You understood? She was right when you say that you have to get your parents' letter to come and attend tomorrow. Because you're a student. Even if your father comes and joins here for BTech, under the application form he writes my guardian, his wife's name, that means your mother's name. The college can call your mother and say, this fellow did not behave well and put a penalty. Do you know this rule? So if you don't behave properly, it is not your responsibility, the responsibility of your guardian. So you'll have to buy some guardian. So when I was executive director, I told, if you don't behave well, I may not scold you, but I may scold your parents. I may call your father useless. They have not taught you the right way of using your money. You understood what I'm saying? My MBA is in HR, Human Resource. Okay? So I know how to use my resources perfectly well. I am too busy. But still I came when there was a call because don't do this policing, Amma. Please go and sit there. Yeah, that you can do. But where is your camera? You take my pics, I will send you all the pics. Being recorded in 2 places. Okay. One this way, that way. I'll have to process tonight and then put it onto YouTube tonight itself. YouTube, you just type DrTPS. My name is DrTPS. My name is Dr. TPS. TP Shashikumar is my name, but I will keep calling. This is teachers, parents, and students. I do only job this now. Educating. I have done millions of teachers. And why I came to Vasavi? Because this is the only college I left around this place. Maybe 10-15 years back, I started going to engineering colleges. I covered JBREC, JBIT, what not, VJIT, which are the colleges here? CBIT many times. JBREC girl is only coming, she was a JBREC student. Sri Devi, Women's Engineering College. Narayanamma, Mustama, something. All colleges. Maybe millions of students, teachers and parents. And electronics, I know like this. Because I am from Space Department. My job was, probably before you took birth, I learned how to maintain a scanner. And that is not here. I went to Austria. You know the Konica, they make the best lenses. I have been to, for a factory acceptance for a best scanner for military purposes. In India we purchased from, so I was the subject expert to select which one to be purchased. Okay. She wanted me to introduce and she kept some biodata, but that will not tell like this. That was a general one which I copied and then sent it. I want all of you to ask a lot of questions. If you have the quality of a student, none of you have, unfortunately. Because it's not your presence and attendance which is must. You call somebody for a job to paint in your house, he will not come free hand. He will come with what? Brush. You call somebody to cut the wood, he will come with a knife, right? So what is the quality of a student? Pen and paper. And how many of you have? What is the purpose? You should start writing every bit of it. The problem is, You don't have the habit of taking notes. You can do it. If you record it, also good. But then, if you want to ask questions, you should have ready in writing. Basic quality of a student is taking notes. You don't have it because from childhood onwards you are asked by the teachers, take note, and they will dictate notes, right?
Yeah.
Which no guest lecturer is going to do. I will only do blah blah blah. My last job was in a university which is very close to your college, KID University. And my subject was campus to corporate. I introduced the paper when I became a professor there, and I was a mathematics professor. Because my basic qualification is mathematics. But PhD in fluid mechanics. So I teach mechanical engineering. I teach all the engineering subjects. You can ask me any question from any of your syllabus. I'll just tell you the answers. How did I learn? How did I learn? Your HOD was my alumni. Srinivas was in Cochin University as my junior. He was in second floor, I was in first floor doing my mathematics masters. We both used the same laboratory for learning computer programming. You understood the world is very small, right? Understood? Those days, programming was not with your keyboard, it was with punching the holes. I started with the COBOL, BASIC, Fortran 77, Fortran 4. Then when I took my retirement, I am a pensioner. I took my retirement in 2009. I ended up with probably .NET. So I do all the programs. It's very simple. Okay, we had VHDL lab. VHDL was for all image processing applications. We have our own chips made, very special chips. You know why? Input and output reading and output writing becomes so huge in an image, because you have an image which you take a picture on your, right? I don't know how many of you take good pictures. I was heading a photo lab. The largest photo lab in India was under my control. Whole Kargil war, I gave physical maps on the ground for the soldiers. It was all printed in Hyderabad, in SICK village, my laboratory. We had 200 meters long reel with 3 meters of wider paper in which I printed all the Kargil terrains. And that picture is taken from satellite, which is, when I joined, it was 800 kilometer high. Earlier, telephones were very heavy, right? And after that, it becomes thinner and thinner. That means the satellite also have a camera which was huge. When it is huge, you have to put higher. When it is light, you can put it down. So 800 became, you should write down all these, otherwise you will forget. 800, that technical terms, all the terms, E's and B's you can forget. 800, satellite, image processing, computer, photo lab. So that tomorrow after this lecture you can write a beautiful note and send it to me. I've got students who created beautiful blogs after my class. You'll be an encyclopedia. That's why somebody asked, where is your PowerPoint? I said, I don't have PowerPoint, I have only powerful points. Okay. I'm a good writer, I'll show you my books. I'm a good poet. I'm good in my vocabulary. The first, you have a paper which is called communication skills, which was not there before 1982. When it introduced in JNTU, I trained all the English teachers how to teach communication skills. Understood? I am good in my communication. How do you become good in communication? It's also part of being professional. That's what I'm saying. You have a good communication skill. Communication is not tongue. Communication is writing skill. If you want to go abroad, you will have to write in SOP, right? Yes or no? You have to pass your IELTS. You want to civil service? You need to have good communication skill. I have a book on communication skill. What is the minimum requirement to pass civil service? I have a book. I bought it up. Sometime I get my books. Civil service prelims handbook. Authored not by me, Durga Anusha, with DrTPS. She's going to come. What I taught her is what she recorded. This book is written by the notes prepared during my lessons, my classes. Note everything and you make a book. You understood? That's the ability of communication skill. You keep making notes. How do I evaluate internal marks for my students? When I was teaching in engineering college, one fine morning principal was panic. Asked what happened? Environment science teacher left. Now what do we do? I said, don't worry, tomorrow onwards I will teach environment science. As a professor, I was supposed to teach only 1 hour per day. But in engineering college, I was teaching 6 hours per day. Jump from one class to another class without timetable. So I was teaching environment science. And how do I give my internal marks? Those days I used to make PowerPoint. Right? Because that's as per syllabus. You cannot do blah blah blah, right? But what do I do is I post my PowerPoint 1 day earlier in my blog. Still it is there. If you want to study, look at my blog, Environment Science. You will see those PowerPoint. And next day I will do some blah 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 without even touching that. And students are supposed to send me a note what they learned in my class. I will look at it and give marks, internal marks. And sometimes environment science is a ignored subject in engineering classes, right? Yeah. I was just sharing, one day I went to computer science department. Environment science was combined class, 4th semester electronics, 2nd semester computer science combined. They used to have full classes. This is probably one of the only college in which I had empty seats. Otherwise, my hall is generally full. And my environment science class used to be in seminar hall. Anybody can come and sit. So a lot of people fail, they will also come. Skipping their classes, they will come. Not because environment science teach. What do I teach? I teach life science. All my books are related to LIFE. Right? You will miss it otherwise. Because all my books are titled with life. LIFE. Life made simple. Life of love. Rhythm of life. Everything is life. You know why? Life is live in full enjoyment. Don't Google it. You will not get it. You will only get from DrTPS. You will get it Google, but from DrTPS. Okay? Live in full enjoyment. Are you really enjoying? If you don't enjoy your college days, your whole life is waste. But if you just enjoy your college life, also your whole life is waste. I go to many engineering colleges, the principal will say, we have got very good campus selection in our college. I said, I know most of the engineering colleges, as soon as they come, they select. What? Campus selection. Select their girlfriend and boyfriend. Beautiful campus selection happens. And afterwards, they become an island. You know what's an island, right? There are a lot of beggars in engineering colleges. Please love me, please love me. And somebody loves somebody else, finished. Until that, you have to be very smart. After that, if you are smart, why are you smart like this? You know what will happen? You have a degree which is called B. What's your degree? B, BE or BTech? You have a degree BE or BTech? B. Both are same. What is the difference between E and Tech? One is engineering and another one is what is the difference? You never thought about this, right? Anything is okay for you. Actually, engineering starts with the science. A theory is called science. I am basically a science man. I am a scientist. Okay? I am a scientist from space department. So science is what we deal in research. What is research is science. When you engineer it, what is that engineering? What is that engineering? The glass, convex, concave, all that is science. When I use it for correcting my vision, that process becomes engineering. Are you getting what I am saying? Make that science applicable for humanity. Very simple. And you know who is the first man who said science has to be useful, otherwise it cannot be called a science. That means all science has to lead to engineering. Otherwise you don't learn that science. You know who told you this? You have to be proud because you are speaking this language and I am not speaking that language. I am from Kerala. But I am here for more than your age, 39 years. So I speak, read, write your language. But you have to be proud because you took birth. Your mother tongue is that. Probably father tongue can be somewhere else. Tell me, who is that? Who is the best scientist of 13th century chemist from Andhra? There is a university under his name. Mahapapi. C.P. Raman, chemistry. Andhra. Andhra. There is a university under his name in Andhra, close to Guntur, her place. General knowledge. All of you lift your hands. All of you lift your hands. Take it on your head. And Janma might be using it. Have you heard about Nagarjuna? There is a Nagarjuna medical shop. There is a Nagarjuna fertilizer. There is Nagarjuna cement. All these have chemistry and biology. You will not see mutton shop in Nagarjuna's name. He was the first chemist in the whole India as a modern chemist. And he said, Sakshat Anubhava Itrusto, Nastruto, Naguru Darshitaha, Lokanam Upakaraya, Etat Sarvam Pradarshidam. What is useful for human being is what is called science. And every useful science comes useful only when it becomes engineering. But when it becomes a production, first making the lens to adjust to the vision, that was engineering. But producing in large scale, it becomes technology. You understood? So what is the difference? You are only learning engineering means you are doing it first time. Technology means you have to make it in production. Now this mobile is of this size because, tell me why? Because the battery is of that thickness. Do you know? The electronics is very thin, but battery is thick. Earlier battery was thick, that's why mobile was too thick. Now I have got my cousin's son, my mother's cousin and father's cousin, both ways. They work in Tirunelveli. You look at paper battery, Google it. He is the man who made a battery of paper thickness. You have a visiting card, that thickness battery he made. That's only engineering, but not in technology now. Assume that tomorrow that a battery of paper thickness comes. 300 GSM. This is only 75. This can be 35 GSM. Little thicker. Stiff card. You can imagine you will get mobile which can be folded and kept in your phone. You understood? I remember meeting Motorola vice president once I was traveling. Then he asked me, give me some idea which can be very creative in mobile technology. I said, create a mobile where display system is round. You understood? Display system is round and your mouthpiece is also round, and you connect it with an elastic and put it like this, and you can put it like a small, you know, the makeup kit, like the mirror you have. You can imagine such a, he said, is it possible? I said, never possible, because you cannot display an image in round, otherwise your television will become round, computer will become round. You understood? You can only have columns and rows, matrix. It all defined by basic matrices which is in mathematics. You understood what I'm saying? Yeah, now you start thinking different, right? Think, think, think. Don't become thunk. Don't become thunk. Don't become tired. Then you become a scientist. You understood? What is to be done? Think crazy. How do you start thinking crazy? Only when you have good friends with you. You understood? Your good or bad is not decided by the Vasavi, not decided by your head of the department, not decided by your family background. It's just decided by your friends. That is what Mahabharata says. Both Dharmaputra and Duryodhana and his brothers, all of them studied in same Vasavi college. Same professor was teaching them in same class. Are you getting what I'm saying? The essence. They come from same family, cousin brothers only. Family background same. But Dharmaputra became good, Duryodhana became bad. Why? Because Dharmaputra had Krishna design. Duryodhana had Shakuni design. So take care of your useless friends. All of you write, I am useless. All of you are. Because I know you will start your day being useless. Tell me, how many of you early morning wake up and say, yeah, I'm going to have a wonderful day. Only the day when you have to dance somewhere with. Will you show the same spirit for studying your subjects? I've been attending a lot of Tech Fest programs as guests. Not even here, up to Hamirpur. You know, NIT, the farthest NIT is in Himachal Pradesh. I was invited there as a Tech Fest chief guest. I go 2-3 days away because reaching there is very difficult. One day flight is missed, that's it. And you have to go by road another 10 hours from Delhi those days. Now we have got a lot of airports. I asked automobile engineering students, how many of you have motorbikes? Many people have. I said, okay, tomorrow morning I will have a surprise, real test for your automobile engineering. A beautiful stage, ask all of you get your motorbike on the stage, dismantle. That is technology, right? You have the courage to do it? I used to get a lot of engineering students after all the theory classes over. Earlier 6 months projects was given. Full-time project, not part-time business now. I used to get them in my house. I have a house in Malkajgiri. Anybody from Malkajgiri, sir? Google DrTPS. You will see on the Google map. On the Google map, DrTPS without a gap, without a dot. You will see 3 houses. One in Malkajgiri. That's still there. Today morning also I went there. Huge library. You have a gate exam, come and all the books will be there. You have GRE, IELTS, TOEFL, what you want to write, books will be there. Civil service, the whole books will be there. And that's a then where students used to come and sit with me. And that program is called Shiksha Holiday Program. What's it? Shiksha. What is Shiksha? SHIKSHA, right? That's my name. That's my trust name, but that's also my name. Why? This SHA, you keep it here, it becomes SHA, SHI, and that's Shashi. That's my name. You have to be creative. If you are creative, everywhere you will be creative, right? And life, LIFE, what is the full form? Not for you. That's for us. Retired. I'm a pensioner. I'm waiting for my death. Nothing else in my life. Use my time as best as I can use, because I had great professors in my life. They taught me great things. I am like this because I got great professors. I told you Dharmaputra is good because he got a Krishna. Duryodhana is like that because he got very Shakuni from Kandahar, Gandhar Naresh. Gandhar is Kandahar. Kandahar is Afghanistan. Therefore, what Mahabharata says is, don't have company with Afghanistan. You finish your life useless. So what is to be done? You invest your time discussing very creative, quite useful, so that your life becomes useful. Anyway, you have taken birth. You have two choices. Live in full enjoyment. But you can only enjoy physically, yes, I have to be strong enough. DrTPS is not sick for long years. Weigh me now if you have a weighing machine. If it is not calibrated, you can calibrate it by weighing. Perfect 60 kilogram for last 35 weeks. Maybe 59.65 or 60.35. Only 300 grams here and there. No different. Physically fit. Intellectually sharp. Give me any subject, we will write exam together. You make your question, I will make your question. I will see you fail, and you cannot make me fail in that. Sharp. Right? How? Today morning I was traveling with my son. He's a professor of social science in Dublin University. He's on leave, vacation, so we were traveling to Malkajgiri. I am staying in our sick village. Morning we had a drive. So we have ordnance factory. You heard this? Heard about ordnance factory, right? What is the spelling of ordnance in that? O-R-D? Okay. I am a legal student. So immediately I said, there is another word of safe. Good boy. Wonderful. Love you. And I have a gift for you. Come. That's what I want. I want students to be smart. And this book is so great, you can open any page and you will get what you wish to do. Open one page. Random. What did you get?
Practice will make it happen.
Practice will make it happen. That's what he did, right? Understood? This book is a magic book. This book is a magic book. Those what comes in that mind during that time only will come. You can see lot of colleges where I went. Last time I went on a space week in Cochin. One girl wanted to ask me some questions where I was mentioning that I'm an astrologer. I'm an astrologer. I can predict perfectly 100%. And when I made, she had a doubt whether this man is. I said, come here. What you are thinking now will come in the book. You can see that reaction in my reel on my Instagram. Got stuck like this. How could you do that? It's not me. It's there in the book. Because that's a book written by social media interaction with children. Only what you do now on the Facebook, quite useless, right? Is there any creative thing you do? My children used to ask me a lot of questions. I put everything together and made a book. The first person to write a book on social media interactions, probably it's me. Because life is learn in full enjoyment. What is life? Learn in full enjoyment. Not enough. Learning is an investment for future learning. When you do learn, write it L-E-A-R-N, learn. The RTA will give you an elbow or you have to create an L board and put it there, right? After learning license is over, you get a good license. What is license meant for? What is the purpose of license? No, it is not eligibility to drive. The eligibility to hit someone. When you hit someone, immediately they will ask, show me your license, right? You understood? When you drive, nobody will ask. With the eligibility legally given to you, now you can hit anyone. And second eligibility, you should have an insurance. If license is there, insurance is there, you can be a rash driver. If it is not there, you have to have some VVIP beside. Then you can do it, right? You understood? So L-E-A-R-N, learn. After learning, cut L, then what do you get? Learn. So learning is an investment for future earning. Most important. You have to learn, then tomorrow you can earn. You have to be very, very, very professional. My topic is being professional, right? I give 3-4 topics just like that working. Engineering college, generally I talk about professions. What is profession? Practically doing things in the perfect style is what is profession, right? Today I got a cab. When I asked him, I want more hawa, put that to 3. He put for some time, then he will see my attention is not in him, he will change it into 1. I don't know what benefit and profit he makes by changing 3 to 1. No electricity saving, correct? Because fan works with 1 or 3, electricity is saving. But he was not professional. And I was thinking he was, brain. I learned driving when I was in 7th grade, so I'm a good driver, rash driver, but crazy driver. I drive all the best vehicles in the world. Tesla I drove when I was in US. I want to experience driving. Then I realized, I didn't have license. My license was also expired during the time when I was driving. Right? You should have courage. What you need to drive good? Good horn, good brake, ABC. Accelerator, brake, clutch, and D is the driving. Not enough. Good honk, not enough. Good luggage. Otherwise you cannot drive. Others will come and hit you, right? Your life is also like that. What you become is not what skill you have. What you become is what opportunity you have. I have a formula which you will not get anywhere. Performance P is equal to opportunity O plus attitude A plus skill S. Your engineering knowledge is only a skill. But you don't have an attitude, you will become a bad engineer. You will get a BTech degree or BE degree. What is B? Bachelor. What is the meaning of bachelor? All degrees up to graduation is called BA, BSc, BCom, BTech. Every common is B. What is B? Bachelor. Are you still a bachelor? What is bachelor mean? Who said that? Who said that? Hold your hand like this, take it away, take it fast. Punish yourself. Actually, in Telugu, what is bachelor? What is brahmachari? Brahma is what is inside your hridaya. Who will call you in the Brahma Muhurtam in the early morning? The Brahma is the one who is creative, who creates, the god of creativity, not god of creation. All research PhD. My subject was mathematics, fluid mechanics. My PhD. What is the degree which I get? Doctor of Philosophy. What do I do? Research. Who gives me a problem? I have to find a problem. Who gives the thought for finding problem? Brahma. Therefore, the god of research is Brahma. You understood? Every production starts with, every new item comes with a question. So you should have good question with you. Where the question comes from? Not here. It comes from the Hridaya, Guhara, Madhye, Kevalam Brahma Matram. Inside your Hridaya, you open it, inside that there is a quest. A small child, we were all small children. Just know how to move a little bit. That time you would have picked up something and asked your father or mother, what is it, what is it, what is it, correct? How many questions you would have asked your parents? What is this, what is this, what is that, what is that? And they answered everything. But the first class, when you joined pre-nursery, I never joined pre-nursery. We were all grade 1, straight. Village education is like that. I'm from a small village where electricity came when I was doing my masters. I'm from a Malayalam medium. Very, very difficult to learn English those days. Toiled a lot to learn life. Got it? But what I had was the quality to ask questions. Even today when I was traveling, my son was immediately asked, what is the spelling of ordinance? What is the spelling of other ordinance? What he answered. My son answered. I asked, look at Google. This is what I do every time. Ask questions. Quest, Q-U-E-S-T. Quest comes from Hridaya, Guhara, Madhye, Kevalam Brahma Matram. Only Brahma is there inside. When Brahma is inside your Hridayam, you may not have. You have a girlfriend or boyfriend. Saraswati will not come to stay in you. Brahma is there, husband is there, who will come? His wife will come. Who is his wife? Saraswati. Education will come automatically. And when you have education in you, who will come? Brahma will come, husband and wife. What a good pair, no? The Bharatiya Hindu Shastra, I am a spiritual man from Himalayan tradition. My guru is Swami Rama Swami Veda Bharati. We only talk about silence. Silence, most important. When you are in silence, you speak to yourself. Opposite of silence is violence. When you are in violence, buddhi doesn't work. That's why when somebody gets angry, he says, 100 times I told you. No, you didn't tell 100 times, only 2 times you told me. Number system also goes failure. You understood? Logic will not work. You want to be too logical? Manas have to be calm, cool. And that attitude comes only from the tradition of being cool in life. That is the attitude. Asking questions, attitude. That's what he got from the book. You can also try. What is required is when you have attitude and skill, somebody has to give you an opportunity. If she don't call me, Aruna is not calling me, I cannot come here, right? You got an opportunity to come and sit here. You had an opportunity to skip the class also. Many of your good friends who are all enjoying outside, using their time the best way in their life. Understood? Miss the spark. Only they will feel bad when tomorrow you go and you know how did I come here? Because your faculty, Aruna's daughter was my student in one of those schools. She referred me. The daughter went after listening to me saying that it's worth listening. Mama, why you did not come? Because I had teachers, I had students, I had parents, 3 groups. I don't live just by students. So I have a blog which is called 30 Points to Students. I have 60 or 90 blogs. In one of the blogs which I wrote, how to prepare for exams. 30 points to students, 20 points to parents and teachers. And I was so glad she said her daughter is following it thorough. Guaranteed you will get 100 out of 100. Not 100 out of 100 in the marks that every fool will get. Your all-in-one is good enough to get good marks, right? But knowledge is important. That will come only when you learn. Understand. Learning is different. Learning for exam. Understanding for being a professional. Every point in your book, the teachers will teach you wonderful. But how many of you know the meaning of every technical word being dealt in your classroom? Make a dictionary of your electronics. Write down all the technical terms. Even after all these, when you come for a job if I am in the interview board, I have interviewed thousands of them. When they come, I only ask very basic questions. What is the meaning of resistance? You know it's resistance, but what is the meaning of resistance? Hey, have you seen the dictionary so far? Have you seen the dictionary so far for all the electronic technical words? If not, do it from now. You will become a wonderful engineer. You understood? Capacitor. Electronics normal word, right? But have you seen the meaning of capacitor? Have you seen the meaning of engineering in the? It's very simple today, no? Hey Google, tell me the meaning of engineering. Do it. Every moment do it. If you are not doing it, you are only hearing it, but you are not learning it. Create your own vocabulary. Your vocabulary in your subject is good, then you can be a leader in your subject. Otherwise, you can be a worker in your subject. If 20 of us join a Department of Space as scientists, when the chairman comes, who will present? Not the worker who can speak well. Got it? So you have to be a good communicator. Being a professional means a good communicator. So your skill not only in the hard skill, but also in the soft skill. Good communication. Writing, making notes, preparing beautifully without spelling mistakes, without grammatical mistakes. All that is very, very, very essential. Attitude. Attitude to learn. Most important. Attitude to share knowledge. So you have 5 good students together. I said 30 points to students, 20 points to parents and teachers at the school level. In professional engineering colleges, I rewrote that same thing, which says 20 points to students. Because teachers and parents have no role in it. They are only here to finish your syllabus. Then finish. Very happy. Not good. We can't find fault with the teachers because they have to fill up a lot of forms. Attendance is also form filling. Mandatory for AICT, right? Your goal, role, value systems. Another rule came, another AICT chief will come, he say everybody has to learn moral values. That becomes the syllabus. And who will teach? Some syllabus will be there, they will read and then teach. No. Actually, it is to be practiced. Who practices is called a profession. Education in medical system is wonderful because all doctors are professionals. Hear it perfectly. All doctors are professionals. Engineering college education is so bad because non-teachers are professionals. They don't do engineering. They only teach. If you don't get any other job, tomorrow you will also become a teacher. You can do an MTech, get a teacher. I used to be in the academic staff college teaching teachers. I used to ask them, how many of you are courageous enough to quit your job and try for a job in Infosys where your students will get employment, but you don't get it. Why? Because once you get into teaching, you become unfit for most of the jobs. Learn it. I left my job to become teacher because I want to tell youngsters, and every good student becomes a teacher at the end of the life. Abdul Kalam, you ask him what was his best profession? Teaching. He don't like to be called as a president. We stayed in the same hostel. I was there in 2020 vision. My student is his editor. The website was done by my student for him. We were in the same department. He left much earlier, I left little late. That's it. He worked only 18 years, I worked 20 years. But he jumped from that department to, Anusha is here. So what happens is you have to be very, very professional. You understand? If you are not professional, all that you do become just for name's sake, casual, time pass. I am not doing time pass here. I want to make impact on you. I want your response, not actions and reactions. Each word is carefully used. When you use response in my class, you become responsible. You understood? Are you responsible by yourself? That's what we started. Are you responsible or your parents are responsible for you? You understood? My father is illiterate. He never had seen a school. 0 class. Never attended classes. My mother was 3rd class dropout. I'm from a small village. All my family members grew because we were responsible by ourselves. We are responsible by ourselves. Don't find fault with somebody else. Oh, I would have been in that family, I would have become great. No. If I was rich, I would have been. No. Your attitude matters. What did I say? I am useless. Morning, who will wake up early? You or your parents? Who is more responsible? They are responsible or you are responsible? And they keep calling you. Get up at 7 o'clock. The time is only 6. Who is lying? Your parents, your mother, especially your mother. Why? Because you made them to lie. Your mother is a liar. You want that to be called? Who is making them as a liar? You. You want to see a change tomorrow? Your mother will hug you and then say, oh, wonderful. For the last so many years I am trying, nothing is happening. But today it happened. Tomorrow morning, before they wake up, you are waking up. I don't want you to wake up. You get up as soon as you wake up. Brahma Muhurtam, somebody will call. You understood? When the Brahma calls me, hey, what do I say? Ora. And throughout life I will call all his wife also I require because I want some education. His cousin brother Vishnu I want so that I get good job. And his wife I want because Lakshmi money will come. And his cousin brother meditation master Shiva so that I can be peaceful in life. And I want his wife because I can be energetic. Nobody will call me. They all, when I call, they will say, Pora. You go to any temple, they don't mind you. They will skip you. You want them to be heard. As soon as you wake up, get up. Your parents will look at you and say, what happened? Who made you like this? Won't they ask? But it's not that easy, right? It's very, very simple. Drink 3 liters of water tonight before going to bed. For every difficult problem, have simple solutions. That's why the book is called Life Made Simple, right? Simple or not? You're not happy? Don't spoil your bed. The neighbors will know. And they will find who made this. And your parents will call me and say, why did you do this to me? No. You want a change, nobody can change you. You have to change yourself from inside. Right? Do it. And don't think what I should do it. You have your syllabus with you. Teacher is going to teach. Learn it and come and sit in the class. I am sure if you are not that DrTPS is coming and I have got a website, at least if you would have seen my YouTube, my Facebook, all the details about me, I am sure this hall would have been full. Do pre-preparation. Why you don't have, I call all the teachers are beggars. Please listen, please look at me like that they will say. You know why? You know why? Because they know that you are not listening. They are only looking at you but not, seeing you but not looking at you. Your attention is not there. That's why they, attention please. It will not work. But you have any problem in attending a cinema in a cinema hall? Do you think the director will come in between and say, listen to my movie? I'm also into films. So what happens is, you have to make it so thrilling so that everybody is being caught your eye glue on the screen, right? So you want your eye glue in your classroom. You imagine your electronics teacher is Shah Rukh Khan, Aishwarya Rai teaching you now signal processing. It will be good, no? Correct? They are not able to gather your attention. So in my teacher's training, I will keep saying there is a 9 principle. You can also read. It says grab the attention of the students. But why you are able to grab the attention in the cinema theater? Because you don't go without preparation. You know the cinema name, you know the actor's name, you know the scene, you know where it is shooted, which are the songs. That means you have done all the preparation before going to the cinema. But you are not preparing for going for your electronic classes. Do it from now. Early morning, you tell tomorrow this is what is going to the class, these are the points what are going to teach. Discuss with your friends as if you are going for a movie. Soon after the movie, before the movie, you start discussing to your friends. Keep discussing with your friends. That's why I said your friends have to be good. Good at, if you have good friends, you start discussing, your class becomes wonderful. And what you can do? Yeah, we have all this in the textbook. Teacher, I don't want this class. You ask questions and then the answer. Your teachers also improve their quality. Understood? You have to do pre-preparation. I can go on and on like this. So the best method to become a good engineer is the opportunity have to be used. The opportunity is that you have somebody here. I'm sure this much is good enough to know who is this fellow. Correct? You can ask me any question. That's what I want. You want to know Anusha? Come here. I met her in JBRC. I was talking about the jumping out of the. Don't tell that story. She was the person who jumped out and then somebody put inside, and the bus was running. She had sent me a. Those days there is no smartphone. Text used to come. So I got a text saying I want to meet you, and that's how next day she was dropped in my house by her papa. She became a student. And she conducted one of my programs in Ravindra Bharati. Vasavi was also attending. He came here to market me. Yeah. She and a lot of her colleagues together. You have to be a good organizer. That gives you a lot of ability. Went around to the colleges, gathered people. 1,200 of them came attending 100 rupees for my lecture for half day, and it was 1.2 lakhs. 20,000 paid for the hall, 1 lakh rupees she paid me for a lecture in 2010. I don't know how much Vasavi is going to pay. That's true. But I do a lot of social service. I went and teach in the school. I went 3 times. Teachers, parents, students, all. I drive myself all the way and go do that. Not even here. I go many places to do that. Because I am not for money. I have got sufficient. Because I have got rich students like this. Understood? I am rich. Not with my bank balance. I am rich with my students. Knowledge is useless if I don't have good students. You understood? We have a lot of questions. Every time keep asking a lot of questions. And that's where I learn. And you have the best, one of the best, not the best, one of the best, no, the best. I told you about this book, right? Already I finished. It's she book. And this was created by her. This picture is taken by her. Everything is edited. And before that, I wrote those books. What I gave is my book is also mine. I only do all that graphics, putting it. But this was done by her. And you will see a better edition of Rhythm of Life. And this picture was taken by my son. He's a good photographer. And this book you can see in a beautiful format. Don't miss it. You will see her ability of editing a book, making a book in graphics, designing a book. Rhythm of Life, new format. You type in, you will get a blog. Yeah. You can ask some questions. You've got somebody from US. Don't see her as 9th class girl. Many people, when I have an old house in my Kerala where I have a camp, I introduce her as 9th class girl, and some 10th class boy will come and start lying. She is already. Guess her age? Okay. Yeah, girls don't like to guess the age, right? Up to 60. After 60, you want to raise it up. Before 60, you want to lower it. She's not 60. Yeah, have any questions? You can ask. Age? No, don't ask me. You have no, you are out. She's already married. Come on. 6, 5, 4, 0, I will run away. That's how Department of Space. Rocket goes right. I will count down 0, tish, I will go. Before that, you should come.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Like
She never thought this is going to be like this, right? Nobody thinks this is going to be like this. Yeah.
My question is like, it is my mind from a very long time.
Yeah.
It is like many people make mistakes, right? So why God doesn't punish them immediately such that they don't repeat it?
Actually,
Why
no.
it takes time for even for them to realize, or that to be like channelized?
Actually, there is nothing called mistakes in this world. Where, when, why, how, in front of whom. You understood? WWWWH matters whether it's a mistake or it's a take. Somebody will take it, somebody will mistake it. You are thinking that I am doing a mistake because you are not in that pattern. That point of time it was a mistake, but later it could be right one, right? Now I told the driver was applying brake. It's a mistake? No. If that would have been a mechanic, while driving, he will keep on applying brake, right? Because he has to test the brake. So who does it? When, in front of whom, with whom you are doing that matters. Are you getting what I am saying? So there is nothing called a mistake in the world. Dharma, the other part of dharma, is also the opposite is mistake. Dharma, there is nothing called dharma. That is why Mahabharata war, any mistake or any wrong thing is also considered as right because the purpose has to be. Everybody does mistakes. I also would have done hundreds of mistakes. But with whom, where, when, why? Understood? In the law also it says a common man can do some mistake, it is not punishable. A faculty in engineering college does, it's a punishable mistake. You understood? Legally it always considers who did it. The penalty also matters. You go to sir, you call here, it's a great thing, right? You go to America or any American goes in Gulf, you call him as a sir, he will immediately terminate you. Because they don't like Britishers. British rule was calling sir. And Sir Isaac Newton, Sir C.V. Raman was a title given by Britishers. They also stopped it. They like to be called as Professor John. Ask her, she will watch for me. You should not call somebody sir, which British has started and still we are doing that stupid thing. I am sure you will call a conductor also sir when you want to balance, right? And your teacher is also called sir. Will your teacher be liked more to be called as Professor Srinivas or sir? When I went in some schools, I asked, what is your maths teacher? Now, who is the principal maths teacher? What is her name? I don't know. Because we only call teacher. Everybody you don't know, you can call teacher. Do you like somebody calling you student to come here or call your name and call? Name, that shows intimacy, right? Understood? So why can't you call your teachers as teacher? Call your teachers as professor. Don't call them assistant professor. Call them at a higher grade. They love it. Don't call a major as major. He will love it when you call it as colonel. But don't call a colonel as major. Finish. They will kill you. Understood? Call them at a higher grade. They will love it. Good enough? Yeah, she is seeing the time. Perfect. 95020388875. That's my number. You don't have the habit of writing notes. That's why you missed it. That's what happens. All the time you ask repeat, please. You cannot do it and you become a secretary to a prime minister. I was in PM's office. When you can ask prime minister tell something again, please, tell me, please. Will you be able to say that? Only once. Google DrTPS, you will get my number. Okay, 95020388875. Okay? Anything more? She has questions, but none of you have. Yeah. No, sir.
Professor, I have a question.
Yeah.
Mostly in our Indian education system, we are stressed to focus on the memory part.
Yeah.
Say, for example,
Understood. You don't have to explain.
yeah,
I am into early child care education foundation and the research director. So I teach early child care. Recently, last month, I published 4 books on early child care education.
so why do
Yeah, it's must.
By heart formulas and all.
No, it is not. We have underutilized the word called the by heart. Learn by heart. No, learn by heart. Translate into your mother tongue, you will understand it better. You understood? We have misused that word. You are only by brain. Don't do by brain, by heart. Learn with passion. That's what it means. And how do you know when Mahatma Gandhi died? Learning, memorizing only. So education has got the basic 4 principles, 4 pillars. One is arithmetic, another one is language skill, the other one is memorizing, then logical reasoning. If all the 4 is mixed together, you are a good student. So it's fun. Why are you learning nursery rhymes? Your neurons will get connected. Why are you learning a lot of chanting mantras? Why did I learn in my childhood? I learned so many mantras so that my brain becomes so active. Instead of that, today I can put electronics. How do you become good in linguistics? Only when your neurons are connected well. So memorizing is a great power for human being. You have to memorize. And all the tests which happens in the civil service, one of the greatest part is memorizing. The whole history questions are memorizing. But do you know how to connect them together to memorize? In your technique, you are the brightest. So memorizing has to be learned. Otherwise, I am sure you cannot even. And another one is you have to be very fast. People keep telling 21st century education. I have a book written. The title is 3, 2, 1 world. What is the word? 3, 2, 1 world. We are not in 21st century. We are in 3, 2, 1 world. What is 3, 2, 1 world? Third decade of 21st century. Do you think 100 years you can talk about education? You have to talk about 10 years itself, right? That may be better. So what did I write? 3, 2, 1 world. You will keep very fast. Word is very fast. But nowhere these 4 principles can be forgotten. ChatGPT cannot help you if you are not running faster. It will give you some answers which you have to validate yourself. Otherwise it's useless. So what did you write? I am useless until now. Love you all. You are my students. So you cannot be useless. The use becomes past tense. Change that use as used. Now read. What did you write? I am used less. Think how many hours in your life every day you are wasting without doing anything. Keep an account. What is most precious in your life? Your lifespan. Don't waste it. Invest it. Then you will see wonders happening in your life in later part of your life. Yeah. Any questions to have? Yeah, you had somebody raised. Yeah, you raised. Who raised your hand here? Yeah, you missed it? Forgot? Yeah, same question. Anything more? Yeah.
How could you be good at so many things? Right?
Who is a good cook? Who cooks only idli and sambar?
No.
Who cooks all variety of things, right? And you take that your mother is a good cook only when she goes for a function, taste it and say, this, I will make it better than that. Correct? That's my courage. I am a student. A good student, up to 10th class we studied all subjects, right? What happened to you? You forgot. If you write same 10th class exam, you will get more or less marks? Less marks. I will get more. You know why? I was only a second class in my 10th. I was a bit failed. I was thrown out of a school being the worst student in school. But then I decided I am going to study. And I never stopped. Even today I was telling, no, I will keep learning every bit of what I can do. And a mechanic is working, I will go and see what's happening. My house is getting renovated with some work. Every day he will send me some video. I tell no, like this, do that. I keep doing. She knows when the Shiksha Holiday Program, you should all look at Shiksha Holiday Program. You will see in my category house, we have got lot of students coming, and the program is called the Shiksha Holiday Program, in which somebody comes electrical engineering. I'm a BTech in electrical engineering. I'll give screwdriver and say open the switchboard. Yeah, open it. They open it. Sometimes I will remove all the wires and ask to connect. Sometimes push will come from the main switch. I said, don't worry, we will repair. Don't worry, you should have the courage to open. You are an electronics engineer, open your telephone, open your computers, open your laptop, connect it back in same style your laptop, then you are an electronics engineer. Understood? Do it. Buy an old laptop from somewhere, open it up, see all the connections. I did it. I don't go for repairing. The other day my fan was not working, I repaired it. Somebody repaired it, it's still not working. So I repaired it. You have to only see the coil is functioning well. You have to see all the connections are perfect, right? I wanted a spotlight, I did not call electrician. I am from the government quarters I am staying. I can just call an electrician, he will do it. But I want to do it. When I do it, I enjoy doing it. I cook, I am a good cook. Look at cooking, DrTPS. Look at farming, DrTPS. You understand what I am saying? You should enjoy, and I am sure all of you can enjoy, because life is not. Look at film DrTPS. You will see my short movies. Telugu. So you have to do it. That's what you should do. Yeah. Good enough? She's watching. Anything more? You are missing a chance interacting with somebody who is working in US. For last 8 years? 8 years in US? 2018. 5 years in US. Before that, 3 years in Infosys. No questions? Forget about me. I am an old man, busy before computers. She's a AD after digital. You should use opportunities. Attitude is not there. That's what is missing in all of it. Most of the students, you know what happens with this? Asking questions. Come on. 6, 5, 4, 3. This opportunity you will not get. I will never come to Vasavi again. It's my last. If I knew only these benches were vacant like this, I would not have come. You know what the message I have sent to her? Thin audience. And as I came also, you were murmuring and talking. It never happens in my class. I am not just an ordinary. You missed it. I am higher than your director general of police. You understand? I am sure if DGP is coming, how do your college will welcome? She doesn't know that I am higher than her. Your college doesn't know that I am higher than her. No college takes me to head of the department, they take me to the principal. You understand what I am saying? It all matters. You should do a homework of knowing who is this person. That homework is not done. When I come to the class, you will start talking. Somebody will come, you will take attendance. That 20 minutes is wasted my life, which I don't know, but I have used this. I was doing my job. I was doing my job. Do your job. Don't waste time. That's what I want to say. If you don't, every moment is precious. I can be Krishna Rama Govinda tonight, but I will be cherishing, telling that, yeah, I also have gone to Vasavi. But this class is useless for me because you don't have good questions. But this will become, JBR is useful only because after that, how many times? She took me again. All the holidays. You can see JBR is doctor like this. You will see continuously my classes there because the students takes me. I am here because her daughter was my student. I don't publicize a flyer and say that now call me for lectures. Don't send it to college, call me for lectures. And I am full for so many. Whole January I am full. Tomorrow I am going to Kerala. January 13th to 19th we have a camp in my hometown. Look at Nanam, that's my house name in Kerala. When I go to Google Map, type in Nanam, J-N-A Janaki Narayan Mentri. That's my mother and father. They are not there. It's a 200-year-old house. I have a beautiful house. And there many students will come and stay. She must have come 20 times or more than that to stay with me. Travels from US, comes to my house, goes back without even meeting the parents. You know why? Learning. Learning is what happens. Entirely different style. Remember, the boss, Infosys boss came, and you know what do I ask them? To play like Tinkle Tinkle Little Star. They like to play. It's like playing. No, learning will come. Outcome is learning, but what do you do is play. Enjoy. Look at all the Google, YouTube. You will see what Nanam is. Okay? Done already. I don't say subscribe it, vote for that and all that. But I mean, if you are landing on that, give a comment and say that you are from Vasavi. That's why evaluate a college. The number of messages which comes to me after the class will tell the college is good or not. You understood? Not the last blah blah blah. Thank you for coming. Thank you for attending. All that introduction, Thanksgiving, bouquet, mementos. All these are not in my dictionary. Fed up with all that. You can come to Malkagiri, you can see thrown things like that. But what is important is one student makes a small difference in their life. That's it. Okay? So why I want the hall to be full? There may be somebody who must have missed. Don't you feel? They missed it. So you go and tell what happened in the class, referring to this notes, tell them and then take. And any one of them who did not attend or respond to me, I will ask a question, who told us? And that makes me much more happier than you sending a message. You understood? Go back home today. Don't be the same, I am useless, but be I am useless. Prepare a beautiful question in your subject of learning. After finishing a chapter, gift it to your friend. Ask them, answer if you can. And if you have good friends, you will get a lot of questions. Write such questions, you will learn the subject perfectly. That's one of the technique which I explained in 20 points to students. So you will enjoy your exams. Then when a question comes, oh, this my friend gave, I wrote it 3 times. Then you will write this. I enjoy my exam halls. That's why I got a lot of qualifications. Writing exam is one of the best things which I can do in my life. Right? When I have fever, I will go and test my blood. Correct or not? I want to confirm that I am strong. So every examination, every test paper is for you to volunteer. Please give me exam. She must have written 1,200 exams during MIT. More than that. And all exams, 3 hours, finishes in 1.5 hours. And every exam conducted by MIT, 100 out of 100. No single mark is lost. That's why she got 4 awards. And the whole 3 years program she finished in 1.5 years. Masters. The fees, full fellowship, 0. You understand? How many jobs she must have got after BTech? Maybe 20. Many companies, wherever goes for interview. She used to ask, should I go for interview? I said, go and attend. They will tell you this salary. I have already got from other company. You tell me anything more, you can bargain without tension. You can go for interview when you already have a job, right? Correct? I said, file it and keep it so that you can show that these are all the jobs which I got. And after getting, where should I go? I said, go to Infosys because they have a beautiful training center in Mysore where you can learn many more things than what you have not learned. Just because the training center, I said, go to. And every week she used to travel to come to attend my holiday program. From Mysore, comes to my class. Sunday evening, Saturday, Sunday used to be class. 120 classes or something in 2 years. Every 54 weeks, weekend was my class. You understand? Learn. Learning is enjoyment. Only one animal in the world can learn, and that's human. No dogs will sit like this, and no dog will give a lecture. But many dogs will start murmuring each other. This was what you were doing when I come to the class. Every animal does it. Only one animal who can learn from the other's experience, documenting, writing, reading. And if you don't do it, ask yourself which animal you are. Okay? So all of you lift your hands. Take it back and say welcome. Taking birth as a human being is one of the greatest blessings which we have. Use it properly. Otherwise, Manushya Rupena Mrgascharanti. There is a human being shaped animal around this. That's only. So don't behave like animals. Behave like human beings. Being human. Social being. Being social. When I came, I was there. You should have come and spoke to me. I am in your class. This is your house. A guest comes and then nobody cares. And you are doing your business of what you are supposed to do. Is that what you do when somebody comes to your house? You keep chatting with each other without caring a guest comes to your house. So you can imagine what was my first response when Vasavi, right? When I came to your house, what is that used to be done? You should welcome, no? This class is not your teachers, not the owners. The bench and desk is paid by whom? Your parents. But you have not been taught being responsible for whatever you are. Being professional is being responsible. So, thank you. Tata bye bye. God bless you. See you somewhere. Yes, we have more chance to see you more.
I just want someone from the audience would like to share their experience.